Hello, you guys. It is Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. My name is Julie Wilhite. I am a wedding and brand photographer based in Austin, Texas. And this is my What's Brewing Behind the Scenes. And today, since it's April 22nd, I thought we'd do an Earth Day special because look how crooked my piece of art is back there. My stand is probably a little messed up. So bear with me. But hello, good morning. So I wanted to do an Earth Day special. So I posted on my stories yesterday and I just talked about my top 5 tips for how to make healthy swaps that are good for our planet Earth. And then I asked everyone to share some of the swaps that they do, and it was so much fun getting all of your responses. Go to my stories too; they're still up at this moment, and it was just great to hear everyone talking about things that they're doing in their home to reduce the amount of waste that we're putting out and taking care of this beautiful Earth that we get to call home. I loved what Sophie Epton talked about on her stories. That she says, Earth Day is not just one day of the year, but we need to be treasuring this Earth every day. So there's even more that we could be talking about as far as the political climate right now and the priority of taking care of or not taking care of our planet, and the discussion of profit over morals and over what's best for ourselves. And I think let's just say, when my husband first met me, I was not the most conscious consumer, and my husband is a very conscious consumer about all the waste and everything that we're doing and what that impact is. And so he really kind of slowly but surely has taught me, and then I think I've probably gone a little bit farther, just because now that I've had kids too, I realize even more, what I do on a daily basis and how our planet is currently doing, and obviously wanting to protect the Earth for not only the rest of my life, but really more importantly for my children and for everyone else's children, right? And just wanting the younger people, the next generation, and generations after that, to be able to enjoy the Earth in the same way that I have. What's been interesting, I don't know if you guys, sometimes when I'm just really thinking about the current way we're living our lives, and the fact that it's actually not that old. My sister and I talk about this all the time with modern society. How long has it really been around? How long has plastic been around? Not for very long. And how it is literally the use of plastic, I could go for an hour about this, has obviously changed the way that products are made and the price point of items. But at the same time, our landfills are just overflowing with it. Not only is it just bad for the Earth in general, but and also for ourselves, but also just what are we going to do with it all? We can't even recycle it all. I think I heard something, or I think my sister was telling me about how we used to sell our plastics to China, and I guess it was so that China could use them to recycle and then make new things. But China has now said no more. They do not want any more plastic. They have plenty of plastic. They have no more space for their plastic. So yeah, where's all the plastic gonna go? Anybody have any ideas? I don't know. My water's ready. Let me go grab it. So I figured I would just talk through some of the ideas that were posted and talked about yesterday and kind of show you what those items are, and maybe even a few others that people mentioned, some really good ones on my Insta stories, and so I have some of those as well to talk through. And there's just so many more I could be doing, so please DM me any more ideas, send me a note. I want to hear what you're doing to really inspire me. Do you guys hear that train? To do more, because there's absolutely so much more that I could be doing. And really, what's interesting is that I was kind of thinking back on my journey of, oh hey, strong coffee, my journey of reducing waste in our home, in our family. And I want to say it was actually health related first. I actually cared more about what plastics were doing in our home and what they were leaching into our food, more than I cared about waste. Sorry, that's a total, you know, it's true. I was just thinking about our health when I first started switching everything over. Like, we don't have any plastic Tupperwares in our house. I do have certain things, like I do have like some Ziploc bags, and I have some foil and certain things that I have like on hand, like just in case I don't have anything else to use. But really, you know, we use a lot of stainless steel in our family. My kids eat with food. They have that silicone, which is it is plastic, but it's a food-based plastic. It's much higher quality, and it's a lot better for you. But I also don't heat it up. I never heat it up. So I use it for packing things in, or if the kids are having some Cheerios. I've been buying Cheerios lately, which has been cracking me up. There are these Cheerios, if you guys haven't heard of it, I think it's One Love is the brand of them. They're made from beans. And they're super delicious. They come in all these flavors, and the box has a lion on it. So my son's always like, I want the lion Cheerios. Little does he know he's eating beans and super healthy things. And even the one that I finally found at Sprouts is the original flavor, and it only has 1 gram of sugar. Yay! So I was looking for that because I kept buying the cinnamon one, which has I think about 6 grams of sugar, and then the first one I bought was this honey flavored one. It's not One Love, it was a different brand. It had like, I didn't realize it, but like 11 grams of sugar in it. That's a little bit more than I want a baby to be having. So for a snack, so yeah, I found the good stuff. The One Love original only has 1 gram of sugar. So I'm just gonna keep my coffee really simple this morning. I'm doing my Califia creamer. Isn't this, when you start to become conscious of products, it's like, look at this plastic bottle. I feel really bad about it. And I do recycle it. And I will say that, although they're saying that there's too much stuff to even recycle these days, but I do say that I'm so grateful and thankful to be in Austin because I have a compost, I have curbside compost, I have curbside recycling. It's really awesome. So what else is going on while I'm finishing my coffee? Is everyone having a good spring season? Last weekend we had our first weekend of good weather, which was like, amazing. So grateful. I had a beautiful like Indian fusion wedding at the Four Seasons with Ren with 36 Year Events, who's super talented. And it was a beautiful, beautiful day. They did their Hindu ceremony I'm gonna sit on my table as always. Outside, just a really sweet, laid back, really fun couple. So it was a really, really good day. And I was very thankful for the sunshine. It looks like this weekend we might get some sunshine again. So I can't talk too much about that because it's Tuesday. But so far it's looking good. And I had 2 weddings this weekend. So please, sunshine, come my way. Today it is super gloomy, and tomorrow it's supposed to be really rainy. And I have a shoot. So fingers crossed. Yes. So, okay, Earth Day. Friendly swaps, things I love. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was buying in bulk. So I do buy in the bulk section, but we're talking about Earth Day friendly swaps for anyone who just joined us. It's an Earth Day special just because I had so much fun with my stories yesterday. So first thing I want to talk about was I do buy in bulk. So I'm not perfect. I don't always just buy from the bulk section, which I do buy from the bulk section a lot, but I also go to Costco and I buy from there, just things in bulk as well. So I cringe a little bit when it comes to their packaging because they do have a lot of packaging, but I guess because it is bulk, it's at least less packaging than if I bought them all individually. So what I do for my things that are in bulk is I then have mason jars I buy the white tops, the plastic tops, And then I label them with my label maker because I have terrible handwriting and I may not like that. So I have, these are my hemp seeds. I have a really big bag of this in bulk, and that is in my pantry. And then I have a part of my pull-out pantry that I use, that I have all of my mason jars in. So this one I have my hemp seeds, I have my chia. These are two that I use all the time. Put them in our oatmeal, our overnight oats, and this is my flaxseed. So yeah, I use my flaxseed a lot too because my oldest son is allergic to eggs, so I use flaxseed eggs a lot in things. So I use mason jars a lot. I also have these bigger mason jars, which are amazing for kind of my more flowers or even bigger items that I have, even more that I use. The other one I have is oats. Who doesn't? Well, if your child is allergic to eggs, and you have to make breakfast, our favorite is oatmeal. And we get the gluten-free oats from Trader Joe's, which are a great price. And although this might be Bob's red milk, but yeah, gluten-free oats, the best. We do overnight oats a lot. I like that it's soaked for easier digestion, as well as I can kind of add in all that stuff, and then I have it immediately ready in the morning, which my current 1-year-old can't really handle even 5 minutes before he eats right now. So yeah, that's what I do with our oatmeal. When I talked about stainless steel straws yesterday, I need to pack these. Someone made a really good suggestion on social the other day, talking about how they have like a little to-go bag in their backpack or their purse or whatever that has like reusable items that they just always have in there. So it would be great to be able to use one of these even on the go when you're out and about. Yeah, so I have several different sizes. These are the smaller ones that I had in the beginning. I don't like this shape as much just because, can you see this? Because I can't see through it, so I don't know if it's clean. I mean, I immediately rinse these, and I even have like a little brush that you can clean them with, but I prefer the straight ones. Then I got these. These smoothie straws are amazing. If you guys are just joining us, we're talking about Earth Day healthy swaps for our life. This is an Earth Day special, and I love it. I love these things, so I just wanted to talk more about it. I had so much fun yesterday on stories. So these are my big smoothie stainless straws. I have to admit that I have not gone back to the little ones since I got this bad boy. It's so great. It's great for your smoothies. It's great for drinking a lot of water at one time, because I never am good about water, so I just use the big straw and I make myself drink it, and I drink quite a bit every time I drink it. So yes. Then I talked about these, and again, these are food grade silicone, but these are called Re-Zip. I've also heard about, I think it's called Stashers. There's Stasher bags that are people are really like for using for snack. I don't use these as much as I thought I would. I guess probably because I'm always like, oh, I have to clean them. But I use probably stainless steel bowls a little bit more than this. But these are a great option if I'm trying to replace a Ziploc bag. And then I had two people, Miss Darcy, and I forget who else mentioned the beeswax wraps. So this is actually not the beeswax brand. This is a different brand, I think a local Boston brand. But either one, I have both, and they're great. So they use beeswax to make it super sticky, and it's basically your substitute for saran wrap, for plastic wrap, for basically anything. I love to put, like right now I have a half a pear in here, and so what I'll do is I'll just wrap it in there, and then I hold it with my hand and like kind of warm it with my hand, and that's what actually makes it stick to each other. So you have to wash this with cold water and soap so you don't make it unsticky. But it's great. I also use it, you can like cover bowls or different things like that with it. Or cover a plate, like if I made my husband dinner and he's working late, I'll just use that and kind of literally use my hands around the plate to kind of stick it to it. And it's perfect. So then there's also these baggy bags that I talked about yesterday. So I've had a bunch of different reusable bags, and a lot of them will stay in my bag for a little bit, and then they get messy, and then I just somehow lose them. But these Baggu bags, because it has a little zipper bag, I really like it because I can just pull out the whole thing, and they're really big. They hold a lot of stuff in it. That's the reason why I love the Baggu bag so much. They also come in like really cute prints. They're sold at like Madewell and J. Crew. I don't know if they still are, but they were for a long time. And I have a little elephant one that's really cute. I don't know where it is, but I've got about 1, 2. Oh, look at this one's cute. You know, and it just holds a lot, which is what I love about it. I mean, I could do a whole shopping trip with like 4 of them. My middle sister has these really big bags from IKEA that I'm really jealous about. They even have a zipper on top. She uses them when she goes to Costco even. And IKEA doesn't have them anymore. I think they were like 50 cents or something. So I'm very jealous about it. If anybody sees the big red and white, I think like checkered reusable bags at IKEA, please tell me, because I will go immediately drive to Round Rock for them. But yeah, just having them all in one place, easy to access. I have several that kind of like stuff into themselves. Those are also really nice. And I sneak those in my husband's truck for when he makes grocery runs. Although I do most of the grocery shopping. So what do you guys use what are some earth-friendly swaps that you guys do? What's your favorite? Another one I really love that someone mentioned yesterday are these bamboo toothbrushes. Yeah, so I bought them because, I was wanting a wooden toothbrush rather than a plastic one. And it's all, I think they're compostable as well. So how cool is that? And they even have little kid ones. So there's mommy toothbrushes, bamboo toothbrushes, and little kid toothbrushes. So these are really great. I think later in life early in life I always had like harder bristles, and then I actually had my dentist tell me that I needed to use softer bristles in order not to damage my gums. So these are perfect. They're the perfect kind of softness. Okay, I mentioned my cups yesterday, my stainless steel cups. So I buy myself cups all the time. I'm going to be really honest, not all the time. But if I find myself really failing in my water intake, I will buy myself a new cup. This is my water one that I have right now that I love, that I've had for a while now. It's a Yeti. So it was a little bit of a splurge, but it's great because it fits in my cup holder, and it literally will keep my water cold even during a portrait session. I'll get back in my car after a hot portrait session, and it's still cold. I mean, you can't beat that. So lately, I'm sure you guys have seen too that I have been, I'm a member of Lifetime Fitness, which I love. And I go there and drop my child off for the childcare, and then I go to their cafe. And that's my workout. I work out on emails. And it's just an amazing life mom hack of just, sometimes I do want to go in the pool, or sometimes I do want to go to the hot tub. I love doing that. I've had meetings in the hot tub, which sounds so weird, but it's really fun with girlfriends. I have worked out. We're back on live. But yeah, so I've been really loving it. But I have a cup of coffee, obviously, every time I go to their cafe to work. And so I just put this cup in my bag to have every time I go. One other tip, and you guys might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I have to just put it out there. I was listening to, I forget who the gentleman was, talking about the plastic lids on cups have BPA plastic in them. And if you really think about it, your coffee is heating, literally steaming, and the BPA plastic is just dripping into your coffee. So they were saying that plastic coffee lids are a huge cancer-causing concern. So that in of itself was the reason why I started using my reusable coffee mug so much, but also obviously just reducing the amount of waste that we have. A lot of coffee places that I go to, People's Pharmacy especially, that or Picnic, they use actually compostable cups. So I will put cups and lids, and the lids are actually BPA free, but I will take those home and compost them in my curbside compost.
But this one I really love to take with me. This is a Contigo I got from my mother-in-law. Love you, Rhonda. And this one is leak-proof. So that's why I love it so much for my coffee, because I can just lock it and then throw it in my bag, and then I can carry my child, my really heavy baby, without holding a cup of coffee, which is really challenging. So yeah, and then my kids are also, they also have their own non-plastic water bottles. So this little guy is so cute. This is Think Baby. The reason why I love this for my 1-year-old is it has a soft straw, and he also doesn't really have to like suck too hard to get the water or milk out of it. And it's really easy to clean, and you can actually see through it, which I don't know about you guys, but I really worry about the cleanliness of my tops. For him, especially because I put milk in his sippy cup. Still, he has a pea protein milk, or right now he's just drinking almond milk. So I'm just really want to be conscious of making sure that that's clean. And then Gray, I only put water in his water bottles. He really only drinks water. So again, but I make sure that these are clean, and there's little like straws to do that. But he only puts water in this. But yeah, all of his are stainless steel. He sits, is at school all day, and they play outside for hours and hours, and that sun really heats up their bottles. So I don't really want him to have plastic bottles anyways, but I definitely wouldn't want him to have that at school, because that will just heat and leach into his water. I don't know if can you guys taste it? I've totally been desperate one time, and I had like a water bottle when I was traveling, and then drank it in the car after I've been sitting there, and it definitely, you can taste the plastic. Or if you have like a water bottle at an event or wherever you get water bottles, you can just tell that most water bottles, even if you never let them sit out in the sun, sat in the sun at some point of their lives. I need a little bit more creamer. You gotta get the perfect ratio. I have different ratios for first cups of coffee and second cups of coffee. I got up really early this morning for 5:30. Tried to go for 5, but 5:30 is what happened. Okay, so final one I wanted to just talk about is my all-purpose spray. So I do not make all of my household cleaners. I do buy a lot of, ones that I trust and that actually work, which is a really delicate balance. But this all-purpose spray that I posted the recipe, it's on my stories right now. It's so great. I really love it. It's passed my husband's test, which he's very picky about these things. I try to just do water and vinegar, and even some essential oils like tea tree oil and things like that clean and kill bacteria. But my husband was like, he didn't like the smell of that. So I switched to this spray, and I love it because it's got vodka, lemon, water, and what did I say? Water, lemon, white vinegar, and essential oils in there. And so these are my microfiber cloths that I have. Got one random green one, and then a bunch of blue ones that my husband got at Home Depot. So these are what, these sit in this cute little basket underneath my sink. And so every time I just want to use one, I'll just pull it out and clean it up, and then throw it into my washer to be cleaned. So yeah, it is really easy, and really helps reduce the amount of paper towels that we have in our house and that we use. So these are just some of the swaps that I do. Please, I love to hear your ideas. Everyone sent so many good ones. Go look at my stories if you haven't already for so many ideas that people sent in yesterday, and I posted them all to my stories so that everyone could enjoy. Did everyone have a good Earth Day? It's always a pretty day. I love looking through people's stories on Earth Day, because who doesn't want to look at gorgeous pictures of planet Earth? There's also, I think, a new show on Netflix, Planet Earth, Our Planet. I don't think it's Planet Earth, because that's the older one. Anyways, there's a big cheetah on Lamar, a billboard, and my son keeps going, "Cheetah, I want to watch that." So I'll tell you guys how it is. But anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful Tuesday. I hope this was helpful for some ideas and just some fun. I know this is a little bit different than what I normally talk about, but I do, health and wellness really is a priority in my life and my children's lives. And it's been really fun to just one thing at a time make a swap. Don't overwhelm yourself. I am not perfect, but every day I can take steps to learn more and to be better. Another thing I wanted to quickly tell you guys about, I have an exciting announcement tomorrow for something I feel really passionate about. I know I've been talking to you guys a lot about booking and increasing the number of clients that you have and having clients that really speak to your creative heart and soul as an artist. So I am launching a guide tomorrow that's going to speak specifically to that. So I am really excited about it. Please keep an eye out for that announcement tomorrow, and I look forward to hearing your feedback on that. So have a beautiful day. I will talk to you soon.